Right, let me know when it's up and running.
Yeah, it's up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second half of the season 5. Well, second half of season 5. We are live for the British Grand Prix, round 8. My name is British Army, also known as Clint, and this is Giotto.
Hey guys.
Who's commentating alongside with me today. Finally got another commentator after Scott ditched me. Prick.
It's fun. I'm better than him anyway.
Oh.
I know he'll be watching as well. That's why I put that one in there.
Okay, so going on to the F1, or F2, shall I say? Obviously, if like I was saying to you earlier, if F1 was anything to go by last week, we should be in for some entertaining action. I mean, near enough half of the field got wiped out in the F1 last week. But yeah, it's been a crazy one.
If it doesn't happen here, we'll have 6 people left. It's a bit weird. We're on a new game now, though, so
yeah.
I like the F1 cars. We ain't got the new liveries, but the graphics have had a bit of a facelift, so that's good. Everyone readying up now. Let's have a look. So I've got a comment.
Well, everyone is readying up. By the looks of it, we're only racing with 11 drivers today.
Oh, that's a good look.
I mean, some might join during qualifying, not too sure, but
we can only hope.
Yeah. But we are here. Qualifying has started, so we are half an hour of qualifying, full qualifying. And then we're going into the first race of the session, which is the feature, and then going on to the sprint afterwards, which is 16 laps and then 11.
Yeah.
So, waiting for the first driver to come out, getting all the setups sorted and all that jargon.
Let's see who's the first one out into the pit lane then. You got Phineas on wet, he's just fitted wets.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be doing a bit of a mess about first of all.
Same as Tim, so's the HWA of Maxome.
And that is Stray 85 coming out first on the set and the medium tyres. Spinning up the rear tyres there.
Yeah. So he's the only one out on track at the moment. We'll see.
Yeah. The only driver on circuit so far. We've got more action in the pit lane.
I'm quite surprised
to see 3 cars.
Sorry.
We have Phineas coming out on circuit. We have Actual Virgin coming out on circuit. We have Guy Shapp on circuit, Tim Bed on circuit, Max Mulder on circuit. Quite a lot of them have come out on circuit so far.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised at Actual Virgin and Trey coming out this early on mediums, because you only get one set, and this is the set you use for the sprint race.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I can see why you'd go out on track on the mediums, like, at some point, because I've obviously do it myself, but you thought you'd wait until the track's a bit less green, maybe a bit more rubbers down, and I think I just saw a Prema come into the pit lane. Yeah, Dulger's coming out the pit lane, also on the wets.
So the only driver on the mediums are Stray and who else was it?
Oh, well, Max has had a bit of a spin.
Well, Stray's just starting a lap now. He's just coming up to turn 1. had to lift off to make sure he hit the corner perfectly.
Cool, look.
There's definitely going to be a lot of early braking and a lot of lifting going around certain corners because the new game and the setups have completely changed.
Yellow flag. Well, Max Maltus went around again.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to... Oh, and then Callum's in the gravel at Stowe. As well as Phineas going slowly.
Shrey is booting it.
Actual Virgin started a lap, so I'm going to keep an eye on him. I think Max Maltus spun again.
Yeah. Definitely going to be a lot of spins and a lot of confusion, I think. Oh, and Shrey just about keeps it on track going through Cop's Corner.
Oh, there is that Callum again? Yeah, Callum's going slowly down Wellington Straight. Yeah, Wellington Straight.
Hanger Straight, you mean?
Hanger Straight.
What is it?
Is it the Wellington? The one going into Stowe. Wellington Straight. I think it's Wellington Straight.
Yeah, Wellington. So Shrey coming around the final couple of corners now to hit the Hamilton Straight, as it is now formally known as. After the 7-time world champion, he does a 140.7 on the medium compound.
No, I'm riding on board with Shrey, Actual Virgin, sorry, right now, and he's been going pretty well from what I've seen. He might put up a bit of a challenge up to the first time we have. I think Doug is going to settle that time on the wets, but it's not going to be representative.
He's got to beat a 140.7. What can he do?
Comes that little complex there and round the final corner, and a 139 flat. That's 1.7 seconds.
Mr. Bailey, hello, welcome in, how are you? Thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. And welcome in, welcome to the stream. And for some reason my alert's not working. Oh dear.
Oh dear, we are in trouble. Tim set 152.8 on wets. Clearly not representative at all.
Yeah, 12 seconds off the pace. Guy Sharp goes into 4th place with a 152.8 as well.
Sort to see Shrey be so far off the pace in terms of having the same tyre on and it's roughly the same conditions.
Just bear with me a sec, chat. I will try and sort this out. Might need to disconnect and reconnect my
Shrey's came into the pits again.
So I'll leave it up to you to do a bit of commentary for a minute while I sort this out.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, big moment for Virgin. Oh no, he's swerving. That's just my internet. Phineas is set at 2-minute 3. Callum's at a 1:59. I'm gonna watch Bunnies here set a lap time on the wets. It's all we really got time for. I say time for, I mean it's the only thing we really got going on. The only other slick runner has been swerving on straight, so see what Bunny's sent. He's done a 152.1, that's 7 tenths quicker than Tim, with 2 Premers having the fastest wet weather tyre times. Actual Virgin F1s came in the pits, and it seems as one HWA comes in, the other one comes out, as Skelos is coming onto the track also on the wet tyres.
So I believe Askelos is a new driver, or a reserve, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Max Toma is still in... Oh no, he's coming out of the pit lane, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's coming out of the pit lane.
I think I just caught a MP going, so I did. Andy Forrest coming onto the Hanger Straight. He's got front left damage. That's his lap time gone.
Yep, definitely his lap time gone.
I think maybe.
But yeah, Mr. Bailey, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy the stream. And yeah,
think about as much of his pride with carbon there.
I hope you enjoy a bit of F2 league racing. Do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Like you said, Max Mulder's now coming out, and he's spun it. He's spun it. He's kept it out of the wall. Good for him.
Oh. I think I know why it's not working. Hold on.
Oh. We've got more technical issues from Clint's side of things, but for the meantime, I guess I'm going to be sitting here entertaining you for a bit. Bunnies comes into the pits. I presume Andy Forrest will as well. And Max Mulder's had another spin on his outlap. That's 2 spins on one either side of the straight. It's not often you see something like that. Hanger Straight goes into Stowe. Wellington Straight is the middle one.
Try it now, hey. Try it now.
I'm going to look at a track map for that one. Save me getting it wrong more times.
There you go.
I'm going to ride on board with Askelos as he starts his lap. Oh, there's a bit of a lift there. And that's deep on the wet tyres. Yeah.
So Shrey's coming out for another lap. Would that be a soft... No, he's come back out on the same medium compound.
Ah. Well, actual versions came out on the wet.
He's doing a bit of a mess about a couple of laps before he changes over to the soft tyres.
And I've just had a look at the track map, and it is the Hanger Straight going into Stowe.
Right.
So now I won't get that wrong for any longer. Askelos seems to have had a pretty... Ooh, I was going to say
Bunny's being the best of the rest so far on the wet compound.
Yeah, it bodes well if the race is cold and there's not really much grip on the surface. Especially if it's a bit damp. I haven't heard anything about the weather.
Now, I mean, Guy Schaap and Andy Forrest have changed over to the medium compound, so they will be coming out for their medium compound run at some point.
Right.
Mr. Bailey, if you've said something in the chat, I kind of missed what you said, so that's why I haven't replied to it. So if you wouldn't mind sending that message again, that would be much appreciated. I do apologise in advance.
Oh, Max Mulder's also put as well as Phineas. Oh, that's a yellow. Shrey? Yeah, going slowly.
Yeah, Shrey's going very, very slowly.
Right on the apex. That's odd.
He's getting a bit of clear air. No problem, buddy. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for letting me hang out. Back around ranking. Oh, tell him I said thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. He's a good egg, his Batarang. Good egg.
So we are going to ride on board.
Shrey goes really wide.
He's kept it within limits, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh, that won't be.
Oh, he goes, no, that definitely be an invalidation.
Oh,
he has not invalidated. What the hell?
Now he's invalidated it.
Now he's invalidated it.
I was about to say, I need to get my hack codes from from Shrey.
Yeah, but now, Mr. Bailey, you're more than welcome to hang out, chill out, chat about, you know, whatever gets said in this stream stays in this stream, so you're free and open to say what you like. You know, I'm non-biased to whatever anyone says, as long as it's within limits.
Oh, I've been told that the only tyres you're allowed that are slicks are the mediums and the hards for the race.
Okay.
Strange. I thought you get softs for.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was the soft tyres around Britain. Because I raced with the soft tyres in the last game. I don't know if they've changed it for this year.
I guess they.
And that is actual Virgin out of qualifying. He has binned it into the wall at Cop's Corner.
It's got to be so frustrating because he was out on the medium, on the wet, should I say, after setting his lap time on mediums.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You feel so frustrated in yourself because it's like not a necessary run. You're not forced to go out on the wets. It's just a reference, and
Exactly. You know, he's going to be frustrated with that because obviously being on provisional pole position at the moment, he's going to be very, very frustrated with that. But unfortunately, it's the price you pay when you go out on the wet tyres. So
Yeah.
hopefully, Shrey can counter that. He is lagging a fair bit, not going to lie, but
Yeah. Well, he's going to start his new lap now.
when he's gone wide again at turn 1, he's not liking this setup at all. Not invalidated it.
Wait.
Still not invalidated it.
Well, there's a HWA having issues down at Luffield.
Yeah, he's going really, really slowly.
Goodness,
Shrey is coming up to that point now. I know Gam he's told me that Batarang sent him, so I do appreciate Batarang doing that.
Well, Callum said hello to me on the stream, so hello Callum as you go out for your outlap. Pull off to the side nicely for Shrey coming through.
He had to downshift the gear there just to get round Cop's corner. Coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now.
Still not as quick. It's not as quick as the F1, but it's still a spectacle to see a single seater go through these set of corners.
Newly admitted. Newly admitted to the British Army.
Ooh.
So, Shrey coming up to the. Don't know what that corner's called actually.
What, that one?
He comes straight into the pit lane.
Ooh. He's done 2 laps on the mediums and neither of them seem to have gone too well for him. There's yellow set to 3, it's the HWA. Is he in low fuel mode or?
Yeah, he's got no fuel.
Yeah, he's in low fuel mode. Oh, that was a car coming out of the pit lane. I don't know who that was. Well, Callum's starting his lap now, so we're gonna ride on board. A bit undecisive with his turning. Had a few stabs at it.
He's gone really wide there. Comes down the Hanger Straight, is it? Yeah.
This one is the Wellington Straight.
Okay, Wellington Straight. I get the fucking straights mixed up, me.
Yeah, same here. That's why I had to check. He's keeping it clean though, Callum.
Very, very nice lap so far. Now, coming up to Cop's corner now. What will he do here? Will he lift off?
Let's see how committed he is.
Goes wide. Yeah,
he's got a good turning point.
Very, very nice turning. Hit the apex perfectly there.
And Guy Shap's come out in the red. You and I, Virtuosi.
Downshifts again. Oh, he had to lift off a little bit going around the final part of Magnus Beckett's there, but he's still good. He's minus 13.3 seconds good. So this looks like it's going to be either second or third.
I think it'll be a third, to be fair. I mean, he could improve some more, in which case it'd be definitely within a shout. We'll see where he ends up.
It's all about this final sector, though. As he comes around down the Hamilton Straight, crosses
and he is
the line.
second.
This is second place, 140.4. Good job there for Callum.
He is 3 tenths away from Shrey, who has now about got another lap. Came into the pits, probably changed something with the setup, I'd presume.
Yep, got a lurk for a bit, kids bedtime. Alright, Mr. Bailey, thank you so much for the lurk, appreciate it.
Alright. Well, I think I'm going to ride on board, I'm going to follow Guy Shap because it'll be his first representative time.
Now. The only driver not to set a lap yet is Maxima. Maxima. Is that Max Mulder?
I think so, that's what you've been calling him so far, huh?
Was it? Oh, right, okay.
If it's not, then
So I'm just gonna say Max. I'm just gonna say Max for sure.
yeah.
Because
Well, he's had a few
obviously
spins.
Yeah, he's obviously changed his name, so I'm just gonna say Max.
Yeah.
So Guy Shap. He's clipping the apexes very, very nicely. I'll give him that.
Running the Devon Butler helmet really matches the Ferrari-sponsored UNO car he's driving.
I must say, I do like the Devon Butler hat. The helmet, not a hat. Big fun. The yellow flag, sector 1, sorry.
That is Shrey.
I believe that might be Shrey, yeah.
What's this? Third, almost failed lap for him. Don't like to use the word failed because
going through Cop's corner as Guy Shap.
Oh, some very good lines going through Meggett and Beckett.
Oh yes.
Gets on the power early, dips a wheel onto the grass, but realistically that's what you should do. It shows you getting the power early.
9.7 seconds, good.
Could probably improve more.
I think it's going to be third, to be honest. Well, Callum has gone quicker. It's a 1:39.9.
Yeah.
So he's 9/10 off of actual Virgin. Whether actual Virgin will keep that. Oh, massive kick him here. Crosses
and he goes
the line
second.
In second place, 1:39.3.
I think he probably only lost a tenth there for the moment, but
yeah,
shows the commitment that some drivers are putting in.
Yeah.
There's Callum going slowly. He's ran out of fuel as well. He'll have to watch out to get out of the way of other drivers. Seems Shrey's going to go for another lap as well if he doesn't come into the pit lane. Which he does, I shouldn't have said that. So, Skolos is on his out lap. Yeah. I'm going to curse all you drivers, watch out. I think that's
there's only 11,
that Adrian coming out the pit lane.
A massive grid, so.
Dulga has come out the pit lane on his mediums. The red, white and blue Prema racing car. Another one of the better looking. Shrey just said he's got front wing damage.
Oh yeah, because he had an off, didn't he?
Yeah, must have got it then. I only caught it once he was pulling away.
Skelios is coming round the final corner down the Hamilton straight, crossing the line to start his first time run.
You keep an eye on him, and I'll keep on board with the Prema. Yeah,
it was a little bit wide at the first turn 1. Now coming up to turn 2. Sorry, clipping the apex nicely. Turn 3, nice turn in there, very good. Now coming down the Wellington straight. The RS wide open.
Yeah, just had confirmation from Shrey that it is. He did get it from that off.
So Shrey, if you wouldn't mind telling us what the weather would be like for all sessions, that would be much appreciated. So yeah. So actual Virgin, even though he is out of qualifying, he's still sitting pretty in first place.
I did send a message to our Canadian friend in the other Italian Prema car, but no response.
Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah. He's got the wets fitted still. Whether he's had to go and do something, or there's only 8 minutes left, so we'd assume to see more people out.
Yeah. So 9.8 seconds, good for Skelios, coming down the hangar straight.
Yeah, we've had a good.
We had to feather the throttle there, going round whatever corner that was.
We've had a good first sector from Dulga. He's 4 seconds up, but that's to be expected when you put on the slicks.
Crosses the line is third. Skelios third, 1:39.7.
And it's only now we're going to start to see the true running order of all the drivers. Because you can be quicker on the wets. But it's the slicks that slick times that make your laps count.
Indeed, does indeed. Right on board with Dolga now, coming through.
Oh,
Maggots. He's
Dolga's
invalidated. He
invalidated.
clicked too much of the first part of Maggots there. Or was it the second? No, second bit.
He'll be backing off now.
Yeah, I believe he might go for another run. He is going to go for another run.
Shrey's back on track, so I'm going to follow him.
Okie dokie.
In the Sean Galile KFC Dams car.
Finger licking good.
I could certainly do with some KFC right now.
Oh,
Let me tell you
shut
that.
up.
Get your head out the gutter. Shrey's had a good first sector, no off so far, so I bet that'll be music to the man's ears.
Dolga 4.1 seconds coming through the first sector, now down the second. Well, it was a bit slow going through there.
A lot of drivers taking it safe through cops.
Yeah. He's coming up the cops now as Dolga. Oh, swings in way too early. Oh, he's invalidated it again. It's a tough track to do with invalidations, to be fair, here with cops, Maggots, Beckett's slow. The entire second half of the lap is basically a minefield. What I will say is track limits has been a lot more lenient in this game.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Very pleased about, you know.
I think it was good in quali where if you went off, it should get invalidated. But with situations in like a race where, you know, someone hits you, you go off wide. You don't want to. You don't. Even if he hits, like, even if he gets hit off, it's not nice to get a penalty for it. Shrey's invalidated.
Yeah, he validated it just before the start, just after the start line.
Yeah.
So that time will not count.
Max is on an outlap. Callum's on an outlap. Bunnies is on an outlap.
Well, doubled with Monsieur Bunny.
Iconic pink and blue helmet. Race winner, of course.
Yeah.
Here.
Multiple race winner in Torpedo League F2.
Yeah.
Don't know how many he's actually won though. Not too sure, but
I think it's 4. I'm fairly certain it's 4.
I don't keep bloody track. I really honestly don't.
Yeah.
But yes.
I haven't had any news on terms of the weather, so if it's wet, which you do often see in Britain.
Yes.
I could see someone like Bunny's doing very well.
Yes, Bunny's very, very good in the wet.
And Tim's coming out of the pits. Andy Forrest is coming out of the pits. There's a lot of drivers coming out of the pit lane now. I guess it's the business end of qualifying now.
There's only 3.5 minutes left, and that is Shrey out of qualifying.
Oh,
I believe he may have binned it after Magnus and Beckett's.
It's near Phineas. It's right near Phineas. What happened there? Okay, it's dry with 2 to 5% chance of rain.
Ooh.
And that's actual Virgin saying that. Phineas has came into the pits with what seems to be front wing damage.
Ooh.
So maybe there's been contact with him and Shrey. I think hopefully we can get some confirmation on that. Maxim was on a lap and he had a bit of a moment.
Bunnies is just coming down the Wellington straight.
And that's
set for 1. And that is 3.9 seconds faster than his wet tyre run. What would it be like after sector 2? We shall see.
Oh, Maximus went off and he spun it. He spun it coming out of Maggots and Beckett's, got onto the grass.
Oh dear.
Safety comes back on track though.
Great line going through Stowe corner for Bunnies.
I'm going to run on board with him. He looks like...
Sorry, not Stowe. Down there.
Ooh, and that's Callum out.
Callum is out.
Maggots and Beckett's. He must have just lost it on a curb. I've heard a lot that the curbs on this part of the track are deadly.
So the sector time is 9.1 seconds for Bunnies.
And Shrey's just came and said it was nothing to do with Phineas, he just crashed into the wall. Unlucky for him, out in 5th place.
Oh, Bunny's just got a bit of traffic in front of him. Oh, he narrowly gets out of the way there. Comes around the final corner down the Hamilton Straight. Bunny's goes into 2nd place for 1:39.2.
It's nice to see
Andy
someone
Forrest,
like... sorry, go on.
Andy Forrest coming down the Wellington Straight to complete sector 1. And he is 5.3 seconds faster than his wet tyre run. So his sector 2 time will be detrimental to see where he will place.
Maxim has started his lap, so I'm going to go with him. And he invalidates as soon as I do. So I'm going to ride on board with Timbed. Now you don't do the same, Timmy boy. Don't.
Very nice line there through Copse Corner for Andy Forrest. And what will he do through Maggers and Beckett's? Very nice clean lines through there. Didn't get too much of the curb. So very good there.
I'm going to have to quickly nip away after qualifying, but I'll be back before the race starts.
10.8 seconds faster for Andy Forrest.
Oh, yellow
this
sector
could be
2.
A pole position lap here.
Maximus going slowly.
Okay.
Oh! Phineas has spun on an out lap.
Oh dear. So Andy Forrest coming around the
Tim's
final
invalidated.
couple of corners now. Would this be a pole position lap for Andy Forrest coming around the final corner, crossing the line? It's pole position 1:38.9. Great lap there for Andy Forrest.
So marginally ahead of actual Virgin F1. Timbed invalidated, so he's going to have one more lap to try set a representative time.
Dolga is 10 seconds faster than his wet tyre. He comes around the final corner, crossing the line, and that is first place. 1:38.8, a tenth faster than Andy Forrest.
Oh,
great job there for Dolga.
Phineas went wide at the last corner again, like we saw someone else do earlier, but he didn't invalidate crucially, and he started his lap time. So the people we need to watch.
Timbed, you keep an eye on Phineas.
Yeah.
And that is qualifying over, so this is their only time run they will do.
And Maxima hasn't set a representative time on slicks.
No,
he is going to be starting last.
It's a 2:05.8.
Was that on slicks, was it?
Yeah, no.
He must have had a bit of a...
Yeah, it was, yeah.
He must have had a bit of an incident.
Yeah. So Phineas has done a 2:03.3. Oh, Timbed getting a bit squiffy coming out there. Now he's coming up to Copse Corner. What will he do? Needs to be a nice line going through here.
You see
and he just gets away with invalidation there.
Well, Andy Forrest has done another lap, and he was close to his last time. I'm going to keep an eye on him. Battle for pole position. The two front drivers are also on a lap. Andy Forrest stays.
It's 9.9 seconds faster.
And it seems like Phineas invalidated his lap
final
time.
Sector here to have a chance at pole position. Feathers the throttle coming out.
Oh, Phineas has binned it. I completely missed it. Phineas has binned it, coming out of Maggots and Beckett's.
Oh dear.
I'm going to run on board with Bunny, see if we can see him.
Oh, Timbed getting really squiffy, and he can only manage P5. Bunny's just run out of fuel.
So that's our set order then. Dolga on pole.
Dolga is not going to complete the lap. And that is it. Dolga is your pole position sitter. Andy Forrest sits his second place. Actual Virgin crashes out in qualifying and sits in third. Bunnies is fourth. Timbed comes across the line in fifth. Diashap is sixth. Askelios is seventh. Callum sits in eighth. Shrey sits in ninth. Phineas in 10th and Max in 11th position.
Well, qualifying over. I need to go for a pit stop myself, if you know what I'm saying.
You
I'll be back in a minute.
Go drain the sick monster. So as Giotto goes away and has a toilet break. There's someone called Mr. Carrot who is in the lobby. Don't even know who that is. I've put the thing on invite only, so sod knows what's going on there. So there you go, there's your confirmation. Dolga first on pole position, Landy Forrest lines up alongside him in second. Actual Virgin actually keeps his third place. Bunny sits in fourth, Timbed fifth, Guyshap sixth, Askelios seventh, Callum eighth, Shrey is ninth, Phineas in 10th, and Max is in 11th. So we're just waiting for... Okay, I'm going to return in a bit, but I shall be back. Okay, hey.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Interesting grid.
We're just waiting for the drivers to ready up.
There's a lot of invalid lap times if you go to the race director. You got over a page just full of invalidations, which sure is not what any of us want to see, really. But when you're pushing the limits, you can't really get away from it.
We've got someone called Mr. Carrot in the lobby, and I don't know who it is. So just bear with me a second.
I've just got stuff from Adrian Bunnies. 14% chance of rain in the feature, 2% in the sprint. In terms of weather, so looks to be a dry race, which is quite a rare thing in England.
I don't even know who this Mr. Carrot is.
Well, anyway, just waiting for people to advance, I believe. What's with the Master Carrot?
Apparently he's a reserve.
Oh, he's left the session.
Sorry about that, my fucking headphone came out. Yeah, he had to leave the session because he was messing up the lobby, so... Unfortunately, he will not be back in, I don't think. So,
well,
yeah.
if he does get back in, he better not ready up before the end of the formation lap, because that can freeze everyone on the grid.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
And he's joined back.
Yeah.
I think we might have to restart. I have a feeling he's going to go in this car.
No, he's a reserve driver. He's in the car. He's in a car. So.
Yeah, well, if you take control of your own car before the end of the formation lap, it usually freezes everyone on the grid. Or it did on last game. It might be fixed now with the new Cody's game.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Look at us doing the testing for them.
I know, right?
EA, you pay me later, alright?
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, too right.
Okay, so Dolga is on pole position. We got Andy Forrest sitting in alongside him in second. Actual Virgin keeps his third place and is there. Bunnies is in fourth place. Timbed fifth. Guychap sixth. Skelios seventh. Callum eighth. Shrey ninth. Phineas 10th. Max 11th. And new reserve comer, Mr. Carrot, or Master Carrot, is 12th.
Phineas has had an issue on the formation lap. He seems to have spun of some sort. He's right at the back.
Yes, he is. So he needs to make sure those tyres are all scrubbed off and cleaned off, warmed up, ready.
Yeah, cold tyres are the worst at a start, especially in an F2 race, where you don't have much downforce. It's all mechanical, so
yeah.
If the tyres ain't got any grip, you've got no grip in this.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be, because the tyre temps are on surface and carcass, so it's going to be very important to warm those tyres and those brakes before you get to the start line. And Dolga's just pissed off about everybody, so he's going to be sitting on the start line on his own for a good while yet before...
Well, the problem here is championship contender Andy Forrest is going to end up having a huge queue behind him, Actual Virgin slowing everyone behind him down. He's going to have such cold tyres by the time he gets the race started, and it's going to be between probably Bunnies and Timbed, so who gets a better start in terms of who can have more points to their championship fight.
Shrey have been disqualified from the session. So, but here we go. So they're going to start lining up. Just bear with me a second.
Right.
Anyway. So, they're all lining up. Getting ready to go.
Let's get everything set with the spectator settings.
So here we go. First race of the second half of this season. Lights are on, revs are up. And it's lights out, and away we go. And Master Carrot didn't get off the start line.
Phineas has had a pretty decent start. Yeah. Oh, and there's a driver wide. It's HWA. Oh, he's kept it.
Andy Forrest takes the lead of the race, getting past Dolga on the start. What a start Andy Forrest just had there. Wow. And it's side by side between Bunnies and Actual Virgin, as Bunnies gets that move done.
This is a horrible start for Tim. His team, two championship rivals in first and third. Really important for Andy Forrest to get a good result here.
Bunnies and Actual Virgin still side by side. Timbed right behind them.
Oh, and Actual Virgin's pushed Bunnies off.
Made contact. Yeah, they just made contact and might give Timbed an opportunity to get past, but go through Cop's corner is going to be risky. Don't want to do a Hamilton.
You see it?
Coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now.
Oh, yellow flags. There's a HWA off.
And that is Max. That is Max.
Max is out of the session. And it's a VSC.
Cop's corner. Virtual safety car has been deployed. Master Carrot is right behind Skelios.
Just going to check everyone for damage.
Don't look like there's any damage at the moment.
I can't see any. Tim is right up Bunny's chuff as they come through the final part of the circuit.
It's right up his butt.
He said bum.
Hold on a minute. Ah, yeah, no, it's fine. It's all good. So, the virtual safety car has still been deployed. Master Carrot is still right up the back of Skelios.
And the VSC's gone.
We are green.
So, the biggest gainers from the start have been Shrey and Phineas, both going up 2 positions. Skelios being the big loser. As Bunnies has a big moment, and he keeps it safe. Timcad's got a massive gap behind him. I don't know what's going on there.
But there is a 3-way battle for first place. We've got Andy Forrest, Dolga, and Actual Virgin.
See, Andy Forrest is doing a pretty good job here, holding everyone up. Bunnies will be rubbing his hands, seeing the queue form up behind the MP.
Oh, Dolga's looking to make the move going into Cop's corner, but doesn't. Backs off just a little bit.
See, gaps starting to form a little bit now. Guy Shap right behind Timbed. This is not what the championship leader wants.
Oh, Actual Virgin makes a move round the outside of Dolga, going through Magnus and Beckett's. What a move from Actual Virgin. But I think Dolga had a bit of a moment going through there. Bunnies is right on the gearbox of him now.
Yeah, the two premies close to each other in the championship.
Yeah, Guy Shap is looking to make the move past Timbed. Andy Forrest and Actual Virgin battling for the fastest lap of the race. Phineas.
Andy Forrest went a bit wide there.
Has a penalty, 3-second time penalty already. Skelios getting the fastest lap of the race.
And Actual Virgin's already pressuring Andy Forrest, doing different lines through the first couple of corners to try to get a good run at him out of here. He's in the slipstream, he's going to try to get him, but it seems Andy Forrest has the better traction out of the two and pulls a bit of a gap, and I think he'll be safe for the time being.
Well, no one's safe from anybody really, to be honest. Oh, hang on a minute, what was that?
Oh, Actual Virgin goes up the inside of Andy Forrest for the lead. And going side by side. Andy Forrest has been pushed off. It seems he's made the move. Will Andy Forrest get into the slipstream?
He's got the move done. He has the move done. What a move there from Actual Virgin. He is pushing hard right now.
Yeah, I think that might have been a track extend there for Actual Virgin going through cops. I've got a hold in the air to just call just Virgin. Like, I don't think they'd appreciate that one for me.
No,
but,
me and Scott had the same issue. DRS has been enabled. There's a massive DRS train behind Actual Virgin.
I think from the since the restart, I think we've started to. Oh, Andy Forrest is off.
Oh no, it's Andy Forrest is off. He's had a moment.
And he spun as well.
Yeah, he could not keep control of the car.
In his haste to get back on track quickly, he spun. And now he's all the way down in 8th place with a 3-second time penalty to add to his woes. I think that could get removed if he has no more warnings, but
it might get removed because obviously it's wrongly given by the game. He had an off, so there was nothing you can.
Yeah, Phineas has had a 3-second
penalty as well.
I think that was good for the Premiers to have Andy Forrest spin out, because I was just about to say before that happened, after the restart we see a bit of a pace difference between the top three and Andy holding them up, and as well as Timbed dropping back a bit.
Now Guy Shap is going to want the lead of this race again.
And I noticed there is a bit of a visual glitch to do with the cars, with two teammates sharing the same number plate. You can see Guy Shap with the yellow UNI number of his teammate. I'm sure that's not how the car's supposed to be. Same with the two Premiers running the same number. So Actual Virgin F1's made a pretty good start of 3rd on the grid.
Yeah, very good start. Up 2 positions. Obviously Shrey's up 3. So he's looking for driver of the day. But Actual Virgin being in the lead of this race. Dolga in 2nd, Bunny's 3rd, and there is an off.
Yellows. That is Phineas. Dams.
That is Phineas.
Phineas is off. He doesn't seem to have damage from what I can see.
No, he doesn't. Looks fine to me. Might just have debris on his tyres.
Yeah. Oh,
Callum gets a 3-second time penalty for his troubles.
Yeah, it seemed like he was pretty close to the dams of Mastercar. I think maybe they might have collided, him and Phineas. So
Skelios is right behind Callum at the moment. Obviously points for the top 10 in this race, and then it's points for the top 8 in the second.
Guy Shap is still pressurising Timbed.
Callum needs to keep this position if he wants to reverse grid pole position.
Guy Chap doing a very good job for Andy
well
at the moment. Second place championship man having an issue running second, now down in 7th, sorry. However, the championship leader, Timbed, is being gained on by the UNI virtuosi of Guy Chap.
And I believe Timbed, Guy Chap.
Oh, yellows!
Trey.
There's yellows. And Askelios is out. Askelios, sorry. He's not out, he's spun.
Yeah. So I believe Timbed, Guy Chap, Shrey are going to be pitting this lap. I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Phineas gets another 3-second time penalty.
Stalker sets the purple middle sector. Seems Stalker is quick in the middle part of the lap.
Look at this run the Guy Chap had. Oh, nearly made the move going into Stowe.
Oh, he's got a bit of a run here as Timbed goes wide and he blocks him off and he cuts into the pit lane. So, Bunnies, the two Premers and Timbed all come into the pit lane as Bunny's going to try get the overcut and use his supreme pace here to try get ahead of them during the pit stops.
Callum gets another penalty.
I'm going to ride on board with Bunnies to see his sector split, see how well he's improving. And I think we might have a little battle with Dulgar in Actual Virgin F1.
So a lot of the drivers have pitted early. Obviously, for the drivers that didn't do that many laps during qualifying, will have the fresher tyres.
And Adrian is a 10th down on his best lap time. I think if you're Adrian now, you really need to start pushing.
Yeah. I mean, Bunnies and Guy Chap are going to be pitting at the end of the lap.
Yeah.
I believe Shrey will be as well. Andy Forrest is definitely pitting at the end of the lap. Actual Virgin now on the hard compound tyre.
Dulgar's dropped back a few temps.
Where is Actual Virgin coming? Oh, Shrey gets a penalty.
There's a lot of drivers getting penalties early on, I think. Actual Virgin has a penalty.
Yep.
I don't remember that happening, so that's interesting.
He might not keep his first place.
Yeah, Dulgar. I think I said earlier that Dulgar's dropped back a little, but maybe he's just managing.
Oh, Andy Forrest looking to make the move past Shrey going into Stowe. Pushes Shrey wide.
Well, they're both going to come into the pits now, and it's going to be
almost
an airplane crash, and Andy Forrest is the one to back out. Shrey has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh dear.
So it seems like Andy Forrest, being the wise man to back out, might just gain the place anyway.
Yeah.
As Guy Chap and Bunnies both come into the pits.
Actual Virgin now is coming round the final couple of corners. Will Bunnies get out in front? He's coming down the pit lane.
I think he could, you know.
He might.
Depends how quickly he gets out of this bit.
No, Actual Virgin has taken the lead of the race. Dulgar sits in second.
Bunnies has lost a little bit.
Not much though.
Oh, there's a... is it an MP off? Yeah, it's Phineas.
Oh,
Cold Hards, he's had a spin, and he goes right into the path of Askelos, who manages to go...
What is he doing?
Oh, fair play to the HWA, he's managed to get around him.
Oh, no, it's Phineas,
Callum's out.
Phineas.
Callum's out, Phineas is in the wall.
Oh, no.
Lap 7 throws a huge spanner into the works for the drivers.
I saw Callum spinning out. He spun too much of the rear tyres, and that is a safety car. The safety car has been deployed.
I only caught it from Askelos' point of view behind him, but good news for people like Askelos and Marscat, and especially Andy. After previous errors, you now get a free ticket somewhere towards the pack. Maybe not on for such a good result as you were before, but certainly improves your position.
Master Carrot, he has gained 4 positions. He's up into 8th, first grid pole.
People at Actual Virgin F1 would be horrified from this, because your 5-second penalty is amplified with the gap small decreasing the way they do. I think Bunnies is probably a good winner from this, since he lost a bit on his teammate from the undercut.
Virgin's pitting. Actual Virgin's pitting. Why is he pitting?
Do you reckon it's to get rid of his penalty? Possibly serve for 5 seconds.
I don't know if it is actual 5 seconds.
I think it was. I think I remember it being 5 seconds. We'll soon see.
But if he's going onto the medium compound, he is gonna.
Well, those are the mediums for the sprint.
Yeah, he is.
He's serving his 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
So I presume.
But now they're changing the tyres. He is going onto the medium, so he's going to use his sprint race tyres.
I presume he's going to do an outlap and go back onto the hards and try to fight his way from the back. That's probably what I'd do. I mean, why compromise your sprint race at this point?
Fair point. Fair point. But
you've dropped from first to 8th, so there's no point. Sorry. I had my brother come in my room.
Sorry?
Anyway, 2 Premers.
First and second.
It's a good start to the new game for them. I hope the form can continue.
Good start to the second half of the season.
Yeah, hopefully can claw back some points on the championship contenders.
Yeah, indeed.
2 Premers, 3rd and 4th in the championship. Bunny's ahead of Dulga marginally, but seems to be a good race for them so far. Kept it clean, kept it in a straight line when some others couldn't. It seems they Callum hit the inside curb, he said.
Oh dear.
On the final corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see his rear end going skew with. So
yeah. I only caught it from Skeleton's point of view, like I said earlier, so he just for me he was always sideways and going into the wall.
Behind him, so
yeah. There's a good spot back.
Yeah. So we see the red Mercedes instead of the silver.
Actual Virgin F1 hasn't pitted again. So he's going to ruin his sprint race tyres.
He is. That's not going to go well for actual Virgin.
Is he planning to use maybe his worn hards for the sprint?
I mean, he only done 2 laps. I think it's 2 laps on the hards or 1. Is it 1?
I think it was 2.
No, it's 2 laps. 2 laps, yeah.
So maybe he
2 laps on the hards. So I
don't know if the game will let you start on the old hards, but
I don't think so.
If it does, then that could be okay, but it's definitely taking a gamble.
In all fairness, if he does start on the hard tyres, then he's going to be a sitting duck.
If I was him, I'd pit back onto the hards he was on before, because you'll only be going down to 9th or 10th. 2 more positions. You've got sprint race pole.
Yeah.
At the moment, he's got sprint race pole, but he's going to have to make a pit stop.
He is.
So, what's going on there? I don't know, but I don't even think the mediums will make it till the end. They only went till lap 7.
I mean, Phineas is the only one that hasn't caught the back of the pack yet. And there's only 6 laps remaining. So
there's nothing stopping actual Vern just coming back in.
No,
I find it really odd that he hasn't.
I don't know if the safety car is going to come in this lap. If it does, then Phineas
usually makes his mind up on it. Yeah. It usually comes up on this straight, so we'll soon find out, and I'm sure Phineas will find out.
Nope. I don't know if it's going to be a late call for the safety car. Might be.
I think I'll stay at another lap now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's staying out. Alright. Another lap.
Well, good news for Phineas, and gives us to have a little bit of a a breather.
Hey. So the safety car out after Callum's spin into the start finish wall.
We are officially 2/3 away through the race.
Yep.
And everyone's on the hards apart from Phineas and Actual Version F1, who are currently on what should be their sprint race starting tyres.
Yep.
Both have caught up to the safety car, so it's going to be coming in this lap.
No doubt about it.
It's strange. It's really strange. I mean, I guess Phineas wouldn't have had the chance to have pitted again because he wouldn't have caught back up, but Actual Virgin definitely did. On his Virgin medium tyres. I had to sneak one in there, come on.
I had to sneak that one in.
Shh. No trace, no case. Anyway. Enough of that. We'll
enough of the
absolute filth.
Yeah. Enough of the dad jokes now.
Yeah. And anyway.
Tires. Oh god, that was good.
Right, so safety car should be in this lap.
No doubt about it.
Got the two Italian cars leading the way of Dulger and Bunnies, followed by Guy Schaap, sponsored by Ferrari Academy, fellow Italians. Tim in the Charoux.
Yes, the safety
as we have
car is in this
confirmation
lap,
here.
so Dulger will back the field up.
I think he'll back the field up a lot here, to be fair. I mean, they've really got nothing to lose. Him and Bunnies are quite close in the championship, so maybe that'll produce some fiery battles. But to be fair, any of the top three have a chance of this race. Guy Schaap maybe not shown the same pace as the two leaders, but definitely has shown on several occasions that he has got the ability to pull off a move. Tim Bed, championship leader, dark horse, definitely don't count him out. As
Dulger is gone. Dulger has gone.
And the two Premiers have seemed to have just. The two Premiers have just left everyone for dead. Look, huge gap behind them. Is there a Stray going up the inside? No, has a look and drifts out wide.
Goes wide.
As we look behind, and the Forest, once race leader, now pressuring the dams. As you see,
Phineas Skelios has had a massive moment.
Oh, Actual Virgin F1's passed Andy. Actual Virgins went flying from 8th. He's up into 6th.
So he must have had a.
Oh, he has a huge pace advantage over Shrey.
He's got
goes
fresher
straight
tires.
past
He
him.
goes round the inside. Look at that.
I may have said it might have been a mistake, but looking at the pace he's showing, he might have pulled a blinder.
Might have done, but he's going to ruin his tyres nonetheless.
Yeah, he's going to compromise his sprint race, but I guess if you get the feature race win, there's no more points in a weekend than that. It's interesting to see how much he'll gain as Tim Bed is right behind Guy Schaap, who's slowly catching up to Bunnies, and Dulker's just ran away with it so far.
Actual Virgin is catching up to.
Oh, Shrey spun. He has damage. I believe he has damage. Oh no, no damage. Doesn't seem to have damage.
Have a little bit of damage.
There's no visual damage. But he's now in last.
Actual Virgin now on the back of Tim Bed's gearbox.
I think it's only a matter of time here before he gets on the podium. Maybe even the winner's spot. Phineas has had a spin. Phineas has had a spin. He's had a moment.
Oh, he's going to make the move down the inside of Tim Bed going into the
and
first corner.
And Shrey arrives and just misses.
Oh,
Phineas.
What is Actual Virgin doing? You should have backed out, you donut.
They stay in the same place though. He may have gapped the distance a little bit further away from the leaders, but
how did Tim Bed keep the whole car on circuit going through turn 1? I don't know, but that was risky. Should not have done
Guy
that.
Schaap has 3 seconds. This promotes Tim onto the podium as it stands, with Actual Virgin going up into a net race 4th. And possibly even 3rd here if he manages to get past him. He's got the superior tyre grip and he's looking for moves where you don't usually see them happening.
Yeah.
Feeling around the tarmac for grip.
Oh, this is not going to look good. He's going to go down the inside in Cop's
Ooh.
corner. Don't do it.
Who
Don't
backs
do
out
it.
first?
Back out.
Neither of them do,
What
and there's
are you
collision.
doing, you fool! You absolute fool!
And he does clip him,
Oh
and I wouldn't be
God.
surprised if that's an illegal overtake.
That
I
will
wouldn't be
an illegal
surprised
overtake.
at all.
That is definitely going to be a penalty coming his way after the end of this session. I
Ooh.
guarantee it.
Hello,
Because
Carl.
that was dirty.
Yeah, a bit of a moment there
Absolutely
for Tim.
Dirty.
As Actual Virgin gets up the inside. I'm surprised neither of them have damage or any sort of major collision going through the quickest corner on the track.
Yeah.
Timbed did good to keep it in a straight line there, to be fair. I can see that
DRS
being
has
looked at
been
after the
enabled.
race for going
Yeah,
off
it
track
will
and
be.
gaming an advantage.
So, have we had any messages in the YouTube?
So we've had Carl saying Giotto boy, good friend of mine. Hello, Carl. And we have
Who
Callum
would that
saying
be
that's
with?
a stupid overtake.
Yes, it was. Would that be Mr. May? Carl
That
May.
would be Mr. May,
Hello, Mr. May. How are we? Hope
the
you're
second
well.
most famous May. Good floor fitter. If you want your floors done,
Indeed.
no one to
Indeed.
go after more than him. And I
Not
think
self-promoting.
Bunny is seriously closing. Stray gets another 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Bunnies has lost a bit of time.
yeah, but he did lose a lot on the restart. I am thinking I'm the greatest May. Well, definitely up for debate there. Definitely up for
Yeah.
debate. Yeah, Bunny's just starting to drop back a bit here. This is Douglas. Oh, big moment. And he somehow kept it on
big
track.
moment. Yeah,
Drifting
but
his
he's
way
lost-
through Maggots and
he's
Beckett's.
He's lost 3/10 though. 3/4 tenths.
Oh, that would have looked a lot better on the dynamic cam. I had it on T-cam. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he's had another moment.
He's struggling on these tyres. An actual Virgin is right behind Guyshap now.
Oh, yellows. And that is a Dams. That's Stray.
That is Stray.
Yeah, again, no visible damage for him, which is good. Carl says he's surviving, and now there's an argument between Callum saying greatest May is James May.
Oh, ho, ho.
Closest and cleanest battle on track so far. Which May's the best May? Well, we have Actual Virgin straight on, right on the back of Guyshap. Guyshap does have a penalty, but I guess Actual Virgin F1 wants to make sure and get it on track. He's got the DRS.
Oh, he's going to make the move.
Ooh.
And
Guyshap gets a switchback, and he's straight back through.
He's got the switchback.
Carl says you're not me then. Andy Forrest has had a bit of a tough race since he span. He's been stuck behind Master Carrot. A bit of a shame for him running in the podium places for the amount of time before his mistake. He just hasn't seemed to have found a way past the dark blue and light blue dams. But out in front now, Dulger's really spreading his lead over his teammate.
Yeah, he's got another 4 tenths on him. But Actual Virgin getting the DRS, he's got it wide open. Guyshap goes defensive, but Actual Virgin goes round the outside. They're still
Goes side by side.
And,
Oh, they're still there.
Oh,
Guyshap has a bit of a
contact.
nudge. It
But
wouldn't be
the
an Actual
move has
Virgin F1
been-
overtake without a little bit of a love tap.
Yeah, and the move has been completed. So we jump onto the final lap of this race. Final lap of the feature.
I think we're in the gap between the Prima's double because
And
Bunny's-
Actual Virgin gets
Ooh.
another 3-second time penalty. Well,
Well,
gets
this could
a
be
3-second time penalty. So now Actual Virgin, all that work he's put in on his sprint race mediums is kind of
Tim
bottled in.
Bed without a doubt must have seen the 3 seconds pop up on his MFD. So hammer time
But
for
he
him.
needs to, yeah, he needs to push hard to get within that 3 seconds. but Dolga having an absolute. Both of the Primers are having an absolute blinder of a race so far. This will be great points for the team.
Yeah. I think Bunny's just let it relax a bit now after the last lap. He saw it was about 8/10 with 2 laps to go. I don't think he thought he could...
I mean, at the end of the day, it's an easy podium, you know what I mean? He's done well.
Scott's in the chat. Actual Virgin started on the mediums. He then pitted onto the hards. And then under safety car, he served a 5-second penalty and then swapped onto the fresh mediums that he's going to start the sprint race on. So me and Scott had a bit of a...
now he's got a 3-second time penalty, so that's kind of messed his race up, so to speak.
Me and Scott earlier we were having... No, not me and Scott. Me and Clint earlier were saying about how we were confused as to why he didn't pit back onto the hards. He was just on. As
so
Harry comes into the chat.
Around the final corner, crossing the line to take the feature race victory as well. Bunnies jumps in the second. Actual Virgin is in third, but will he keep it? Yes, he will. Guy Shap gets a penalty as well, but...
Ooh. Timbed 11 milliseconds away from Guy Shap.
I mean, I don't know if Actual Virgin will keep his third place.
It says sprint race tyres are hards. That makes sense.
So he might have gone back onto his old mediums then.
Well, it says he went onto new mediums. They had 0 laps on them. So it's interesting. I thought the sprint race. I thought the sprint race tyres were always the. Oh yeah, they're always the harder option, ain't they?
Yeah. So the classification, here we go. Dolga is your feature race winner. Bunny's second. Actual Virgin third.
So it's interesting.
That was an alright race, that one. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
It was a pretty decent race. We had a bit of
driver of the day.
Bit of an iffy moment at Cops. Harry's in the chat saying hello. How are we both? We're both good.
The GOAT is here. The Torpedo League Season 4 champion.
Yeah. Prema 1-2.
Yeah.
Pretty decent way to start off with a new game.
Indeed. Very good drive for the Prema team.
Just going to drop a message to a friend quickly.
Okay.
So that's pretty decent inroads for the Premas against Timbed. That's a decent jump in the championship for them, of course. I believe... Who was on pole again? Was it... It was Andy Forrest, was it not?
Yeah. No, Dolga was on pole.
Dolga?
Yeah, Dolga pole.
So, he's had a good weekend.
Bunny started 4th. Finished 2nd. So, not bad. Not bad.
So, 19-point inroads Dolga's made on the championship leader.
Oof.
It's a big chunk.
Massive chunk.
Tim is currently 58 points clear as of last race. So
here we go.
It's important
the
to get the
sun
big chunk.
is setting. While the formation lap's going on, I'm going to go and take a quick pit stop.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
So I'll be here as your host, guys. And yeah, so Dolga winning the sprint feature race. Premas 1 and 2. Like we said, very good points for them. Andy Forrest having a bit of an iffy race. And yeah, having a bit of a spin. Formation lap time. As you hear the revs of the engines, we're going to get the my display set up now. So we're going to get to leader, position change, have all this open. As Master Carrot has reverse grid pole with Andy Forrest in P3 and Tim in P4. So it's going to be interesting to see, because it seemed Andy Forrest had somewhat okay pace when he was up front, but as soon as he span, he seemed to lose all of it. Maybe a bit of a confidence shock. I know sometimes when I've had a spin, and it happens quite often nowadays, you end up trying to push too hard to make up for it. Maybe that was the issue, and now we can just settle down and reset a bit. So, Master Carrot, Askelos, Andy Forrest, Tim, Guy Shap, Actual Version F1, Bunnies, Dolga, Phineas, Shrey, Callum, and Max. 12 guys, a lot in it. Ha 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 ha, very funny.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh! And Max has went straight through the back of Shrey on the formation lap.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm glad I caught that on stream. That could be a penalty.
Nah, it's a formation lap, mate. It's...
Yeah, it cools down their tyres though, doesn't it?
They're gonna pay the price by having cold tyres, so...
But if someone like Shrey, I'd be really angry at that.
Hooray! What's happening, dude? Welcome into the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's the face cam? I needed something. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, come on. Come on,
I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
Harry's just said, where's the face cam? I need something to wank over.
Whatever suits you, whatever suits you, Harry, mate. Whatever suits you. Shrey's came to chat and says, "I am in all caps angry."
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all, mate. I'd have a little word with the admin if you get the chance after the race.
Yeah, have a word with the admin. If you've got the clip, then send it into them and
send an email to the race director. Maybe run up to their office, knock on the door.
Here we go. Let me.
Hello. Right.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
It's fine. I literally have no.
So,
oh my God. Master
Carrot on pole. Lights are up. Revs are up. And they're sitting here. Lights out. Here we go. Sprint race start. Master Carrot gets a pretty good getaway. Andy Forrest looks to the outside of Askelos. And he goes a bit off track. And Bunnies has made a flyer. He's up 3 places and has a tap.
3 places already.
Timbet tapped Bunnies. And now Timbet's in the wall. Championship leader is in the wall with damage.
That is not good. Not good for Timbet there, but what a blinder of a start there from Bunnies and
Both
Dolga.
Premers.
Both of the Premers up 3 positions.
Some good avoidance driving by the 1 and 2 in the feature race, now 4th and 5th, and in my opinion, in the hot seat to win this race. I think we'll see how the race unfolds, but they had the pace.
Away my secrets, dude. No one knows I've got an OnlyFans. Shut up.
Well, some of us do.
I'll send you some toe pics later.
Oh, Andy Forrest has gone a bit wide, and Bunnies is right on his tail. It's a train behind Askelos. Master Carrot must be loving the free air up front, and I reckon Bunnies is probably going to
go from Maggots and Beckett's. Ooh, they're
There's
literally nose to tail right now, but everyone else is backing up onto him as well now.
Yeah.
Virgin getting in on all this.
I think Andy Forrest will be saying to the HWA, like, what are you doing? Let me through. And there is it's Callum in the Campos is span through Maggots and Beckett's. And Bunnies is having a look. Andy Forrest gets past Askelos. Will Bunnies be able to follow him through on the outside? He's went for it. He's deep on the brakes. And he's made it stick as well.
Good job.
And Actual Virgin F1's come at the inside. And he's made contact. And he's making contact again. He's not making any friends, he's here to race. And as Dolga backs out of the move into the dirty part of the track.
Oh no. Harry just said toe pics please, and then Gam just said excuse me?
Oh, and Actual Virgin makes a move on Askelos. He squeezes him out and there's more contact made. Actual Virgin sending, having no friends here, and he makes contact again and has a little wobble. Things are getting frosty between the 4th and 5th place driver as Bunnies is close up behind Andy Forrest.
Dolga made a pass past Actual Virgin.
Yeah, the cool head of the feature race winner gets past the ART of Actual Virgin. F1.
Harry just said, I'll leak my OnlyFans, and Gab said, I'll beat.
And as
I'm
you
just
see,
going to leave
as
you two to fight it out.
as usual, more fights in the comment section than there is on track.
God.
As you say, that Dolga is right behind the HWA of the Skelos. Skelos not having the pace as the front runners.
No, but Dolga having to lift off a bit, and actual Virgin is.
Oh, he's got a good run here though. He's probably going to get past him down the straight. He's got the slipstream before the DRS is active, so it's going to be a bit harder than it normally would. As actual Virgin gets a slipstream from Dolga,
there is a bit of contact,
and he goes right round the outside, and he makes it stick. And actual Virgin tries to make it through, but he goes off track. And he's up the inside, and it seems he's through. The Skelos goes deep. Actual Virgin F1 pushes him wide, and he makes it through. A Skelos' brave defence of 4th comes at a price of losing an extra place to Actual Virgin F1 as Bunnies is trying to close up to Andy Forrest.
Harry, I'm not being funny, right? But I'd probably wipe your ass.
Second and third place are both catching Master Carrot. It seems between second and third, Bunnies is quicker through the slow speed, and Andy's quicker for high speed. Callum gets 3 seconds. Seems Guyshap's made a pit stop as well as Tim, so they must both have damage. Down 6 and 8 places respectively. And Actual Virgin F1 is catching up to the back of Dolga here. I think Actual Virgin F1's going to try show the place that he couldn't show. Oh, Guyshap's retired. Guyshap's retired. He's in the pit lane.
Yes,
he just retired in the pit lane.
But Dolga and Bunny's sitting in 3rd and 4th.
It seems Bunnies is quicker than Andy Forrest in slow speed. He's catching up slowly. It's really important for them because Andy Forrest doesn't have DRS, so he's going to gain on him here. And he's 44 milliseconds up on his personal best as Maxima gets a 3-second penalty. I think there might be a difference in the setups here because he didn't seem to gain too much there.
Yeah. Harry,
Actual Virgin F1?
She does not own me, bro.
He's close.
I own her.
Is he going to dive it? No, Dolga goes deep. Actual Virgin trying to catch him deep on the brakes, but Dolga calm and keeps it in his normal line. Actual Virgin's F1's going for moves where you don't usually see up the inside there.
Oh, Actual Virgin, what is going on?
He's made a move.
Bro?
He's made a move,
Good
no
move,
contact.
But it was risky.
Actual Virgin F1's taking no prisoners here. He's got pace and he wants to show it as a double HWA of Maxima is into the grass at the final part of the track. Tim Bed spun at Maggots and Beckett's. Bunnies are still close behind Andy Forrest. Haven't got much time in this sprint race, and Master Carrot's doing a good job in the lead. He's a bit slower, he hasn't got the pace, but he seems to be controlling the race well.
Else behind him, though.
And Bunny seems to have gained on Andy Forrest a lot, but on traction he had a bit of a wobble going on, and he's dropped back a little bit as well.
Oh my god.
There's a yellow and set to 1 as the HWA again. And there's a virtual safety car.
What happens in this chat, mate, stays in this chat.
There's a virtual safety car. I don't know what for. Maybe the yellow flag of Maxima.
I think that is Timbed.
Well, I saw Maxima stopped. And now the VSC comes out. Maybe it's because of him, maybe it's not.
Might be for damage, I don't know.
Don't know, but it's good for Master Carrot. He's got more time where the drivers behind him can't catch up. Andy Forrest has really backed off. He's lost several seconds to Master Carrot.
Well, not several. He's lost a fair bit of time. He's now 2.1 seconds behind.
He was nearly. I think he's lost a second. He was like 1 second behind him. What's going on there then? Is he trying to back Bunnies up? But there's no one close enough behind.
Well, Harry, unfortunately, my friend, this is my stream, my chat. What goes on in this chat happens in this chat.
Andy Forrest was gaining on the driver ahead, and now.
Thank you if you tell me otherwise.
I think there's other streaming websites where this conversation can go on, not YouTube or Twitch. So, Bunnies is seriously gaining on Andy Forrest. Andy Forrest was gaining on the race leader, and now he's just wasted it all away. He's under VSC. I don't know what went on. Maybe he had a moment, half spin.
Well, Bunnies is right behind him. He's 3/10. Oh, look at this!
Ooh, he's really going for it.
Had to brake really early.
Has he got damage? Has he got damage? I can't see any damage from his car. Front right end plate's fine. Is his front left fine? Yeah, his front left's fine.
It might have done, Harry.
Oh, as Andy Forrest is slow-ish through there as Bunnies catches up even more.
I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't realise. I don't know what's going on with my stream right now. I think there's something wrong with the alerts. I might have to go and sort that out at some point.
And since the VSC Master Carrot is just cleared away from everyone else.
I do appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, dude. Much love.
See, since the VSC Master Carrot's been a big gain here, he's managed to pull away a lot, and it seems, unless something drastic happens, he could get away with it.
Don't feel sad, dude. I do appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate all the help I can get.
Oh, that's wide from Andy Forrest. He has a moment. Bunny's is closer now than he has been. He's going to get the slipstream all the way through the first part of the lap. And he has to downshift through the dirty air. Oh, we got a...
Oh my god.
Sorry. Got a few messages from Instagram. Shrey is open to an interview after.
Depends on who's first, second and third, unfortunately. It's up to, you know, it's only the podium or the weekend first, second and third winners that will get the interview, unfortunately.
We have someone saying, "Go Carrot, I love you." No, ain't that sweet. And someone else cheering on Dulga.
Ooh.
Dulga has got a bit of a gap to Virgin.
Bunnies needs to pick the pace up if he wants that second place.
Yeah, the gap seems to be stagnating a little bit, but he's really close now. That I say that. Commentator's curse for Andy.
Yeah.
And he's a moment as well. Andy seems to be struggling.
Andy has a bit of a twitch. DRS is wide open. He's got the slipstream. He's going to make the pass. He goes round the outside, coming up to. Is
he going to make it stick? He will.
And he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Bunnies is in second place. Now he's going to hunt down Master Carrot.
Now 4 laps to go. 2 seconds away. Has he left it a bit too late? Can he catch it up and get another sprint race win? I'll tell you what. He's already gained a couple of attempts getting past Andy.
Callum is in 9th place at the moment. He has a 3-second time penalty.
Actual Version F1 has the fastest lap last lap, and he's gaining on Andy Forrest. He's 5 tenths behind. Could Actual Version F1 prove an obstacle for Adrian, for Bunnies, the new P2 man, as there's a yellow flag in sector 3, and Phineas is out. The MP driver has went into the start-finish straight wall.
Hey, would you behave? I will break my foot with both your asses.
And Adrian has definitely caught up. He's definitely catching up to Master Carrot. He's getting there slowly.
Oh, and Phineas is out. Phineas is out.
Yeah, I said that a second ago. You were dealing with your chat.
I'm sorry. Chat, behave yourself. I'm trying to concentrate.
Yeah. So he hit the start-finish straight wall.
Right. Okay. So we've done a Callum.
Yeah. Norwegian boy is cheering on Dulga.
Yeah.
You see Bunnies, he's caught up a lot in the last lap to Carrot. He had to catch up 2 seconds in 4 laps. Well, he's almost caught up 1 this lap. Is he going to have the opportunity to pass him?
I mean, he's pulling the other 2 behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, Bunnies has gone wide.
Well, Actual Version F1 and Andy Forrest are right on the back of Bunnies. I think Actual Version F1, despite his pace, he might, if him and Andy battle a bit, he might save Bunnies a little bit here, as Bunnies has another little moment. As Actual Version F1 sets another fastest lap, and he's right on the back of Andy Forrest, and he has a run now into turn 3, and he's going to go up the inside of Andy Forrest. God, that's deep, that's brave.
Shut up, I beg. Clint, you...
And Andy Forrest has been passed by Actual Version F1, so Bunnies now has the fastest man on track behind him. Master Carrot is holding on in first place and starting to pull a little bit as Actual Version F1 gains on
Harry,
Adrian.
we are not. Oh, here we go. He's starting with the inits. In it, bro. In it.
Actual Virgin F1 is catching up to Bunnies at an alarming rate for him.
We are not having Clint babies. We are not doing that. No. Not happening. I do
I'm really
apologise to
concerned
everyone
as to
watching the
what's
YouTube
in.
stream. I am so sorry.
I'm so confused as to what's happening over your side of the stream.
I don't.
Oh,
you
Actual
don't
Virgin
wanna know.
F1 has
You
a run
really
on
honestly
Adrian.
don't wanna
He's
know.
got the inside and Adrian blocks it off and he's going to the outside. He's got DRS, he's got the straight line speed. He's ahead and he seems to have tyre grip. As Adrian fights it and he sticks on the inside.
Oh, and he's got it done. He's got it done.
Is he going to dive back at him though? Is he going to have a cheeky little dive? No, he's sitting in behind. Hopefully he can use the faster man to try and get ahead of Master Carrot as he has a few corrections on the steering wheel going through the last couple of sectors.
3 laps to go in this race. Actual Virgin having a drive of his life at the moment, keeping it nice and clean so far.
He's led from start to finish at the moment. He's got 2 laps to go, and like we said earlier, setting fastest laps nearly every lap. Actual Virgin F1 is slowly creeping up behind him. There's a yellow flag in sector 3.
There is a driver off, and
Max.
that is Max.
Next one is out. Sorry, Span out. He is coming through the last part of the track now. Doesn't seem to have damage. Just got the glass a little bit.
Actual Virgin is now within DRS range.
I think Bunnies might have had a smart idea to sit in behind of Actual Virgin. 3-second time penalty for Tim. His weekend just gets from bad to worse.
Yes, you do, Harry, because I will be streaming the race tomorrow. And again, it will be the British Grand Prix for the F1 side.
Unfortunately, I won't be joining you. No.
And unfortunately, neither will Jackson, because he will be reserving for that race.
Actual Virgin F1 has got the slipstream and the DRS on Master Carrot. Bunnies has dropped back a little bit. Right.
Max getting another penalty.
If you're Actual Virgin at the moment, you know you have a pace difference, and Max has went off again.
Yeah.
Actual Virgin F1, he has the pace difference. He's got 2 laps to get the move done. Let's hope for his sake that he doesn't get too impatient with it, like we've seen possibly with some other moves.
I mean, Dolga is right behind Andy Forrest at the minute.
I think if you're someone like oh, sorry.
We could see a move coming down the end of the Wellington straight.
Oh, there's a dam's off. It's Shrey. Shrey's off.
Oh dear.
And Callum's managed to pick him up.
Callum is doing really well. He's up 7th now.
Yeah.
He's 22 seconds behind Askelios.
And Actual Virgin is set up. Actual Virgin has a 3-second penalty, but so does Master Carrot at the exact same corner. So Adrian here... Adrian has a real shot here at a win.
Yeah.
2 drivers getting too engrossed in their own battles as they come up to Cobbs. Lucky he keeps keeps behind there. We don't want another incident.
Oh, hang on a minute. Actual Virgin and Master Carrot right behind each other.
Ooh,
look at this.
He goes
look,
up the
what
inside.
the hell? What?
I don't think Actual Virgin's going to have too many friends after this race, but
no.
we'll leave the blame game to the stewards afterwards if they decide to.
I mean, Bunnies just needs to keep it clean now, and then he will have the race win.
Hopefully, he doesn't waste too much time.
Dolga gets past Andy Forrest.
So it could be another Prema 1-2 the other way around.
But yeah, the other way round, indeed. And Andy Forrest taps the back of Dolga.
That was smart from Dolga, just fending off the switchback.
Brother left Torpedo League in it, so I get to watch. The league just lost all its quality. Everyone else is a fraud. I am better than Opmir. This is from Harry, by the way. That's a joke for anyone reading the chat.
I was scared that would be someone else who's been like kicked before, because then it wouldn't have been a joke.
But we are on the final lap of this race. Actual Virgin and Master Carrot won't be keeping the first and second place. I very much doubt you could see
penalties. I I very much doubt that Actual Virgin can clear 2 seconds in the last 2 sectors.
No.
So it seems that the Canadian Adrian is going to get his 5th race win of Torpedo League. He's just got to keep it. He's got to keep it clean now. Just keep it on track, keep it fast. Dulga right behind. Dulga needs to get his foot down because he's at the moment.
He's losing time. He's losing time.
Yeah, I think everyone's losing time on Actual Version. He's been setting fastest laps for a number of laps now, so it looks like it might be P3 for the other Premier Man, but it is another double Premier podium as it stands. We'll see what Andy Forrest does coming into the last couple of corners. And Dulga's went a bit wide, and Andy Forrest has a run. Does he? No, he raced it on the his exit a little bit. It's really close now.
So Actual Virgin comes around the final corner to win the race on track. Master Carrot getting second, but actually Bunnies is your race winner. Dulga gets into third, so again, good points for the Premier team, getting on the podium again.
Had another Premier win.
Yes. We do only have me commentating tomorrow. Because Jackson is reserving for the British Grand Prix tomorrow.
I guess I could drop a sly little message to Kyle. Have this as my like job application. Have my little interview.
Harry might.
Well, I mean, I'd like to commentate on the F1, but I mean, it's not down to me. Bunny's now 5th race win in Torpedo League, and now I've got to add another bloody star to his Gran Turismo helmet.
Harry, do it. If you want to do it, bro, do it. It's up to you, bro. Just message Kyle and ask him. I'm not bothered who commentates with me. I'm not too fussed. I mean, we can have 3 commentators if we want to, but you know, it depends on how many people come into the lobby. Because I mean, last week I think we only had 18, so we could have had, but
yeah, I've dropped Carl a message saying I could reserve if you want. If he wants.
Yeah, obviously, if he needs a reserve, then yeah, by all means.
Actual Virgin is open for an interview.
Well, we will see who
second.
is the. We will see. We shall see. Because right at this moment in time, we don't know who's going to be in the interviews. So results for the weekend. So Bunnies. Hang on. Wait a minute.
So good weekend for both the Premiers.
Dulga, Bunnies, and Actual Virgin. Oh, no. Hang on, I pressed
Callum just said, Callum said, how the fuck did I get P7 after starting P11?
Good job,
good question.
Mate. Great job.
You've done brilliant, and that is 2 points.
Good job.
So, if you have a look at the weekend results,
Dulga, and
oh, my screen is completely screwed up. Right, there we are. So, great weekend for both the Premiers. They come out the race as the top 2 drivers with the most points, and good for the championship as well. Yeah. Andy Forrest also makes inroads on Tim Bed, who scores 10 points. So he's almost lost an entire race win to both Premiers. So it's interesting to see how that'll shape up towards the end of the season.
We're just waiting on Dulga now to jump in. Oh, that fucking hurt, that. Oh, skin on skin, not good. Not good.
He wanted me to tell you that he can't join, by the way.
You bastard. Okay, so, great job for the Premier, guys. Good job. Great weekend, you know. So go on then, Bunnies. Sum it up for us. How did you get on? How did you think that went?
Pretty good.
Obviously,
I mean,
on a new game and all that.
Yeah, I mean, a second and a first definitely isn't bad. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, it could have been a double win. Made some mistakes, got distracted by people coming in the room. But I think Delger had the pace regardless in the future race, regardless of someone walking into the room and significantly distracting me. Nearly made me spin, but you know, in the end it's okay. You know, I still got second, so I'm really happy with that. And then first in the sprint race, that was pretty good.
Good. Obviously, Dolga can't join us, so there is his car. Blah blah blah.
I'll quickly jump in with a quick question. Adrian, top team scoring today, Prema. Both your drivers, top scorers in the race as a whole. How do you feel this is going to make a difference for the championship going forward?
I think that overall this is actually a pretty minor result in the championship. There's like, we can't just come to the Silverstone, get a 1-2 in the first race, get a 1-3 in the second race, and just be like, okay, well we're done now. Like, that's not going to win us the championship. We got to keep getting results like that. So I think it's a good start, but there's a lot of work to be done. It does show that Dolger and I have very good pace on this game, though, and we can definitely win some more races.
So, Monsieur Actual Virgin.
Morning, evening.
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 Obviously, there were a few squiffy moments throughout that race weekend. Few moves that might be under investigation, not gonna lie, but nonetheless, you have really good race pace. How do you think that went for you?
Oh well, the sprint race went pretty well until I almost panicked by Dolga coming in behind me, so I just bottled the pit limiter, and then I went in to get the 5 second off in the safety car. And I thought, oh, it's, you know, if we go on mediums, we might have a chance. And if I went on the hards, I would have just been stuck behind 1,000 cars, so I wasn't going to risk it. But yeah, it was also to get a penalty off. The sprint race went pretty well. I was setting consecutive fastest laps. Yeah, I just got distracted at the end with the penalty, but what can you do? Also, congratulations to Adrian, and yeah, and Dolga. No problem, mate. Also, Mr. David Norwegian Boy wants me to tell you he's a sexy man.
He would say that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? Typical of David. Joe, any questions you would like to ask Monsieur Actual Virgin?
I don't know. I guess the only question could be with the pace you showed in today's race. Is it a sign of things to come? Are you almost regretting the good results you could have had with some of the mistakes?
Yeah, by far. I was having really good race in the sprint until I just kind of clipped the inside wheel a bit too much on the run out of the Wellington Straight, but it was a good race.
So next time out, we are going to be at Austria. How do you think you guys are going to do around there, bunnies?
In Austria is definitely one of my strongest circuits, stronger than this, so if I can get a second and a first here, I think good things are definitely a possibility at Austria. It's always been one of my preferred circuits. And it really suits my ability with just hard braking zones and hard traction zones.
Actual?
Shit, probably not anywhere near, but I'll keep trying, keep practicing. I'm not on record. I've never had good at Austria, but yeah.
Also, another quick question for bunnies: are you happy now that you made me put another star on your helmet?
Well, you still haven't had the Vietnam one.
Exactly. I was waiting for here. I was waiting for another one.
Actual Virgin, what's your at on Instagram?
It's Echo_F1.
Echo_F1.
Yeah, with the X instead of a C.
So it's an X instead of a C.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Because F1 Hub is going to give you a shout out.
Ooh.
Alright.
So, yeah. So, well, congratulations you two on a good race weekend. Obviously, congratulations to Dolga as well, winning the feature race and coming third in the sprint. Unfortunately, we couldn't get an interview with him. Don't know what the issue is there, but yeah, nonetheless, congratulations, guys. Well done.
Congrats, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So his at is underscore. That's his at there.
Okay.
Okay, guys, that is it for today's session. Obviously, we will be back next week for the Formula 2 around Austria, round number 9. Tomorrow we are going live same time for the F1 series. I don't know what round that is, but it is going to be around Britain nonetheless. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind tuning in for that, that would be much appreciated. But we do appreciate everyone that came out into the chats and said hello and interacted with us. We do appreciate all the love and the support. Much appreciated to everybody.
Even if we do distract us sometimes.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we did get distracted quite a lot. Harry, not saying any names.
Only fans. Anyway.
But yeah. So thank you very, very much, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care now. Bye bye then.
See you guys.